what do you think about the C-1000? How much water and how long it takes you to clean an average of 30 panels?
That 30 panel cleaning I just did. We got there with 40 gallons. We stopped. There was 20 gallons left. My little gallon counter back there said that it added an extra 20 gallons, right? So that took 45 gallons to clean 30 panels. The 30 panels took me 45 minutes to clean properly.
Now, when you say properly, what do you mean by that?
I will go on the top edge to make sure, because if you don't cut it, I guess is what they call it, if you don't cut the edge to make sure that it gets clean, the panel's not clean, you'll see the dirt still be left behind. I start with cutting the top, and then I'll go down one side, back up, and then down again, move to the middle, from the bottom rail, move to the middle, up, down, move to, if there's another one right next to it, I go to in between the rails, so where it splits the panels, again, up and down. And that guarantees that each panel is cleaned properly, because the Solitech has all those little empty spots where it rotates and where the water's coming out of. So it's not like it's 100% bristles.
It's not 100% touching the surface or staying attached to the surface of the bottom.
By doing half of the panel, right, so I guess quarters would be a better way of putting it, it'll prevent me from waiting for everything to dry and having to do everything all over. It does take a little bit more time. It does use a little bit more water, but it guarantees a grain perfectly.
And that is something that customers we get it pretty often, where a customer says the reason why we decided to try a new company is because a previous company that cleaned it left so many spots, and they felt robbed out of their own money, because they paid for a service to have it cleaned again, but yet they did it so fast that they left so many brush marks and so many missed spots. Once again, that's why, would you agree that it's important to at least let the panels dry to see what spots that you missed? Because back there you waited and you saw how you missed 3 little lines, 3 little rows, which you don't know what the customer that customer, they might be OCD and they might say, hey, you know what, that's a spot miss, you never again, not going to use them. Or companies that say, oh yeah, C-1000 cleans, you can clean 20 panels in 5 minutes. What do you think about that?
Oh, absolutely, but can you clean 20 panels in 5 minutes properly? I don't think so. And I use the C-1000 for 80% of my jobs, and it's been a learning curve. I was trying to do I got the fastest, baddest brush in the market. I'm gonna be from house to house, I'm gonna make so much money, when realistically, if you're not sitting there and waiting, and that's your mindset, especially when you first get the C-1000, or any brush for that matter, there's a technique to every brush. You think there isn't, but there really is. Could you do it? Should you? No, because it's not going to be a guaranteed complete good clean. Because like I said, that last client is OCD. He actually fired his last cleaner because the cleaner left a whole bunch of street marks and refused to come back and properly do the job. And the cleaner was only charging him $90 for a cleaning. Now it makes sense why he charges him $90, which brings me to another thing I like to think about. There's a lot of us charging less to do certain jobs, which is fine. To each their own business model. I'm nobody to tell anybody how to run their business. However, if you're gonna do one job and you're gonna do it right, that's why I charge what I charge personally. For a single story like that, average is $150. In my area, that's a little higher than everybody else, but I'm waiting. I'm making sure that the job's done 100%. I'm using a lot more of my filtration system, and I don't just use DI, I use RODI. I have the 4-stage system. So you have to take everything into consideration, especially when you're pricing, but it doesn't matter what you price things on. The purpose is to make sure your job is done 100% correct 100% of the time, not just for your company, but for everybody else that does the same work.
The neighbor across the street, she saw you cleaning, and she came up to the van, and she was looking for a number, and we had a little brief conversation. I told her you were cleaning the solar panels. I provided her your information and everything, and And I asked her the question, what made you stop? And then she said, I saw that since you guys arrived and how thoroughly he's cleaning, he's taking his time, he's doing a much more better time on making sure that they're clean. My previous company that came, they were there only for 10 minutes, and I'm not sure if they actually cleaned it properly. Noticing that he's taken there for a while, that makes a big difference. That you're actually taking the time on someone's system to make sure that you're thoroughly cleaning it. Now, not every brush is the same. Every brush is different. It really will your work will show its results on how thoroughly you clean by other people.